Welcome back from the coffee break, and we're diving into the session 1, where we got 5 very good participants here in terms of where is the industry and where are we actually going. So when we think about supply chain in a broader sense, so not just container shipping, but also forwarding and air freight and land-based transportation, where are we actually right now in terms of automation and digitalization? And let me maybe be slightly more specific. I'm after your views on where are we actually in reality? And not necessarily what are the hopes and aspirations, but where do you see the industry realistically move within the next, say, 2, 3, 4 years?
Well, I think, first of all, you've had many good stories from the team here, and I think we had a lot of talks before. I still think that whether you're looking at port operations, terminals, the vessels, the inland, everything goes back to getting the information at the source, getting good information at the source, because the problems we were discussing this just at the coffee break is that, you know, we have thousands of partners sending us EDI. EDI, I have in my office, I have a 35-year anniversary, thank you to MSC, from EDIFACT, from the UN, and I'm even ashamed of putting it on the wall because we're still doing it 40 years later. And we're still dealing with bad quality information. So anything we want to do in the future, any technology we want to use, automation, I've seen automation in ports, for example. I saw last year in Singapore, we visited the TUAS terminal, which is absolutely incredible. I don't know if there's actually somebody playing with the joystick or if it's actually happening by itself. But the only way that works is because you're in a closed environment and you're managing the data. But when it comes to figuring out what's actually coming on the ship and when is the vessel arriving, that they still don't know until the last minute when they get an email, or I was going to say a telex, from the captain. So I think it's all there. It's about, you need that data. You need to share the data also, depending on who needs to see it, but you need quality. We're getting, you know, millions of EDI feeds of container events. I don't know what percentage of them need to be fixed, but there's a huge potential which need to be fixed, which make no sense. And then of course the customer sees that and says, you know, guys, what are you doing? But it's not just MSC, it's everybody. Hence back to the story of we need to work all together, and we do work a lot with customers such as DHL, of course, and other partners. We also work with companies like Eric's on smart containers. I still think, and I've been saying this for 10 years, that smart containers will help us a lot in that respect, because we will eliminate some of the EDI, and we will have live information coming from the box itself. And then we need to contextualize that and make sense out of it. But again, these are investments. Luckily, some carriers are making those investments. And I can tell you, I'm watching personally very closely to see how that's going to enable them to be better at what they do. Because eventually we're all going to have to do it.